Conclave is the latest Pope thriller, and while it's very enjoyable and well made, it's also very slow and at times just incredulous. Conclave is all about what happens when the Pope dies, and one cardinal must step up and lead a conclave to elect a new Pope. Ralph Fiennes is the man tasked with that, and he's a cardinal who's having a crisis of faith, not in his beliefs, but in the church itself. He does a good job at portraying a man with conflicted feelings, under pressure and attention from dozens of others. He's part cardinal, part detective here too, and that leads into the best part of the film. The mystery and the suspense elements of Conclave work well. The director and editor do a great job at building tension and suspense, and they utilise silence well too. Some of the questions and possibilities presented are intriguing and make Conclave a constantly enjoyable watch. What rocks that a bit is the pacing. It's a very slow film at times, especially in the beginning. The film isn't paced very well because it goes from rushing through moments to slowing to a crawl. Luckily, the acting, the sets and the cinematography are great, so it's always interesting to look at. But the story and characterization is spread a little thin in places. In fact, many of the characters are archetypes with little depth to them, but the impressive cast manages to bring them alive well enough. The other issue with Conclave is the twists and turns. These twists and turns work well for the most part, adding to the tension, suspense and serving as moments of excitement. But the final twist of the film is very left field and end things on an unsatisfying note. The film is presented in a grounded, believable way and everyone in it takes it very seriously. But it's one of those films where if you really think about what's happening and how, it's actually very silly. And the final twist of the film takes it to another level. On top of that, the final twist tries to add a layer of messaging that's not entirely clear or necessary. It's in many ways a big oh my god twist that just didn't need to be there. Conclave is a fun time and often a good time. It's well made, it looks good and the cast is great, but some of the events, twists and surprises are a bit silly, especially towards the ending.